Yeah, you are. I'll put this on YouTube for them if they want. The horses are brilliant, so docile.
She's sitting down now. See, Ben, look at the way he's moving.
Yeah. Is he natural?
Yeah.
That's what these things bite.
They do.
I'm sure some of these things bite.
Well, I think you have to be really good and then ask Mum and Dad. If you've been really good for the whole year.
It's only out here for 6 weeks to work.
Okay, so we're going to do a transition now. Okay, and I'm just going to adjust the stirrups for you. It's a little bit long. These stirrups feel the same length, please, or one feel longer than the other.
If I'm filming this, you're on fire duty.
Does that feel better?
Would you like to film it?
Yeah?
Huh?
Looking a bit happier up there now, Eve. You weren't sure, were you, at the beginning? A little bit of a worried face. Oh wow, so that was a long time ago. Okay, so I'm going to come in closer. Yeah. So what? We've got to go in the perfect position. Okay, fair. Yeah. So sitting up nice and tall on the ponies. Really tall. We're really using bottom this week, right? We're really sitting on the bottom. Okay then, Kim, now it gets a little bit trickier. Okay, we ready for this? When you're ready, I want you to try and let go first with one hand and put it on your hip. And then when you feel really happy, I want you to try and put both arms out either side. Excellent. Go on, Eve. That's it. And now let's try maybe arms out either side. Got wings. Like this. But take your time, as you will.
Yeah.
So you've got you can maybe do one arm first, like an aeroplane, and then the other one. Yeah, like this. Put your arms out. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't use the screen, yeah?
No.
Well done. Excellent. That's it. Arms out to the hand. Arms out. Yeah. Oh, he's got even longer hair. He has, hasn't he? Okay then, kids. So. Yeah. So now we're going to get ready. No, because it doesn't hurt. Not safe. Okay, comfortable then, kids. Okay, now then, here's a big one. Well, you take your feet out of your stirrups. Kick your feet out. Let the stirrups just hang. There. Can you manage? You need to wriggle it. Can you reach down and hold it? There you go. Okay. So now you've got no stirrups. But with stirrups or without stirrups, you've still got to keep your toes pointing up a little bit. Okay? And you've really got to use your bottoms now. And you've really got to think about this straight line of ear, shoulder, hip, and heel. Arms out. Wow. So no stirrups, no holding the saddle. Wow, get you, Eve. Excellent. Wow. Okay. And now relaxing. And now arms out again.
on the water.
Pointing up a little bit. Okay, now hands on hips. Okay, now then, this is the tricky bit as well.
Brutal.
When the pony changes, the pony can do full, stop, right into this. So full, walk, you're thinking trot as well. About the trotting. But the problem is, there's another one as well, they can do canter quite fast. Okay, but we're not going to be doing that today. So when the pony changes into each of these different movements, that's what we call transition. And that is the moment when you're most likely to lose your balance because the rhythm's changing of the pony. So that's when it's really important to look up with your head, sit down when you get into the saddle, lift your toes up, and maybe use the front of the saddle. Okay? So what we're going to
Why is she stomping the foot?
how to go from walk to walk and walk to walk without holding on with our arms out like that. Okay? Now, if you do wobble, of course you can use the saddle, hold the saddle, get your balance back, and then if you feel happy in doing it just with one hand, that's cool too. It takes time to practice. This is the first time on pony, so we're learning loads of new stuff. We don't expect you to do everything within the same session. So we're going to try that for now, okay? No stirrups and no saddle, and making the walk and then back to stop. Walk and then back to stop. Walk and then back to stop. You ready for this, kids? Yeah? He doesn't look convinced. Okay. Okay, so, oh, that was better. So toes pointing up. You've got to really look for your seat. Sit back in, make straight line, and arms out. Excellent. Well done, Ben. One arm out, maybe. That's it. Well done. And now we're going to come forward to halt like that. Stop. Excellent. Well done, Ben. And forward to walk again. One arm out. Yay. He's doing it one-handed. Keeping that hand very close to the saddle, I must admit, but it is going one-hander. Okay, let's see if we can do a one-hander stop. Yeah. We've got no hander stop and start. We've got one hander stop and start. So that's really good for the first session. Excellent. Yeah, oh, it's getting higher. We're getting braver. Okay, and a stop like that. Yeah, excellent. Okay, then kids, pop your feet back into your stirrups now. I want you to kind of have a bit of a fiddle and see if you can feel like it. Right? Okay. So, what we're going to do now is show you how to hold the reins correctly. Okay? So these are the reins. And the reins are connected to the bridle. That's right. And it's connected to the pony's mouth and his feet. So we just need to know at the moment just how to hold the reins correctly. Not so much how to steer or stop or start.
So they go through the little finger and out with the thumb. With your thumb on top, like it's a button like that's a remote. Yeah? Okay. That's a very good move, so I've got a lot of Xbox. You're great. We love you. Great. Okay, so thumb on top. That's it. And trying to keep the wrist. That's it. And then it goes in and out through the thumb. Perfect. Perfect. The thumbs are kind of pointing towards the ponies now. Perfect.
That's perfect. That's all I want you to do at the moment.
Doing well then.
How to hold the reins correctly. Put through your little finger and out through your thumb, kids. And your thumbs should always sit on top. Like that. A little bit like carrying two very full glasses or two very full cups. With pop. That's how you've got to carry them. That's it. And our elbows bending a little bit. That's it. We'll be quite posh now, aren't we? With our reins and our elbows bending and our thumbs on top. Perfect. Excellent. Looking good, Ben.
Yeah.
Really good on a pony. Good girlfriend.
Just one girlfriend then.
Okay, so we're going to get ready now to go
Very impressed.
Excellent. Well
Okay.
done. He doesn't realise she's doing a whole walk Excellent. Okay.
Just get her off my arm. Thanks.
Holding the rein through the finger, out through the thumb. And again, we're going to make a transition forwards to halt here, guys. So don't tip forward, sit back, loose bottom. Perfect. And forwards to walk. She is. She's still a pony, but she's a big pony.
How old is she?
She is 20.
Wow. She's getting as old as Lukey.
She's our grand old lady. She's the oldest one. She's the oldest one that we've got. That's why we call her Auntie Beulah. Auntie Beulah. They've got loads of them. I think they'll take some photos. Okay then, kids. So again, we're going to come forwards now to halt. There we go. And now we're going to drop the reins. We can let go of the reins. I only wanted to show you how to hold them correctly so we can forget about reins for now. Perfect. Okay, so trotting. Dun, dun, dun. Who's up for trying a bit of trot? Ooh,
There's bounty.
what about you, Eve? Are you? Oh, he's having a think about it. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll do just a tiny bit to start off with you and you. And then we walk. And I want you to hold the front of the saddle with both hands. Now the important thing in trot is what you can't do in trot, because you're getting taller and taller here, Eve, and that's brilliant. That's super. Because when you first got on, you were like that, but you're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Excellent. So that's how we've got to sit in the trot. Now there's two ways of doing the trot. There's only one way for the pony, but there's two ways that we can ride to it. Trot's quite bouncy. There's a lot of boing, boing, boing goes on in trot. Okay? Well, we'll just use the track. We're not going to make you jump, darling. Quite anxious about it. She's like, oh, I don't want to jump there. I don't want to jump. So we're going to do a little bit of trotting. And there's two ways that we can do a trot. We can either do what we call sitting trot, where we keep our bottoms in the saddle in exactly the same way as we do in the walk. And we basically just go with the boing. We just sit and we go boing, boing, boing. We try and keep our feet in the saddle. Or later on, when we're a little bit better at the trotting, we can try rising trot, which is quite tricky to learn, but it does mean that once you've got rising trot, your bottom doesn't have to do all the bumps. And with rising trot, what you do is you go up in the air and then down in the saddle. So you stand up, you sit down, you stand up, you sit down, you stand up, you sit down when the pony's trotting, okay? So you escape the bumps, but in sitting trot, there's no escaping the bumps, and you keep your bottom in the saddle. But that position, Gemma and I have shown you, of ear, shoulder, hip and heel, sitting very tall in the saddle, using the front of the saddle, kids, to help you to keep your bottom deep in the saddle, but make sure you don't push on the front of the saddle down like that, otherwise your bottom flies up out of the saddle. We need to pull the saddle up towards our tummy. That's it, perfect there, Ben. Now Ben, if you can do that in trot, you've got it sussed, mate. Okay, so that's what we're after. Okay, ready for this, Eve? Eve's not sure, she's like that. Oh, can I stand in the middle and have a think about it? So we're going for a little bit of trot, and I think what we'll do is we will actually come into the middle, I think, Eve.
Yeah, and watch Ben.
And you can watch Ben's first trot and see what he thinks. Okay, so we're going to go forwards now to walk. Are you watching?
Ben.
Hang out. So when you're ready.
I'll wait till I get to Edmund.
Okay. So Ben, remember you've got to keep your toes pointing up as well. You watching this? You ready? Okay.
1, 2, 3, perfect.
Excellent. Toes pointing up.
That's it again.
Off again. That's lovely. Super. Excellent. You can Come on, now we can't have big brothers doing it and we're not. And Ula's got a nicer trot than we're anyway. Okay, so we're all both going to go together here, I think.
Alright, good.
We're going to have a group trot.
Okay.
Ready?
Do you feel good, man? Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
This is a lovely old thing though. The white one's a lovely old horse, isn't she?
Excellent. Do it again. Okay. Go again.
So you'll be up to ride a horse again? Yeah. I thought you'd be going.
Excellent. And now forward to walk. Well done. Pretty good, kids. Excellent. Okay, so that was sitting trot.
This is good exercise
Do
for
you
a horse.
remember I did actually say that there's another way that we can do the trot as well that's called rising trot.
Oh,
And that takes the bump away, but it's a bit tricky. It takes a bit of practice to do a good rising trot. Nobody does a good rising trot in their first ever lesson on a pony. What we're going to do is we're going to stop in the middle here, side by side. And I'm going to show you in halt how to do rising trot so that you know, so that if you do take lessons again back in England or next year, same time, same place, we'll see you again, then you'll know how to do a rising trot. And you'll need to practice quite a lot, but at least you'll know how to do it. So sitting trot, the position that you both got there now, nothing changes. But rising trot, what you need to do, you can stand up in your stirrups a little bit, you can sit on your saddle, stand up, excellent, and then sit down,
that's it.
and up,
Back and leave it there.
and down, and up, and down. What goes up has to come down, and up,
That's it.
and up. You're tired. He's run out of petrol. Okay, try again, guys. Up, and down,
Bend the knees,
and up,
back very lightly.
and down. That's it. So that's basically, because you're not used to it, and it's quite hard work, isn't it? You haven't done it in trot.
Yeah, but once you
Oh,
stand
no.
up, it's natural that you push the stirrups
So,
line forward and
We've
out.
got sitting trot, and then the rising trot is when you push yourself up and you sit yourself down. The only downside is, kids, doing it in halt, it's actually not too bad. But in trot, trot's quite fast, isn't it? Trot's quite quick. So in trot, the rhythm, you ready for this, is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up, down, up, down, up, down.
As soon as you got up, you got to come back
As
down.
soon as you got up, you've got to come back down.
Make it easier for
So it's quite
yourself.
quick.
You bend your knee, you bend, bring your
I'm just
heel back
telling
and
you. So you go to
get back up. Well, then have a straight leg. It's hard to get up, yeah?
Are you? Wow, look at you. And you're going to spend it all on ponies. Oh, I started off like that. Look at me now.
You've not done bad.
Okay then, kids. Off we go. We're going to do some more trotting, but we're going to do sitting trot. Okay? So I don't want you to worry about rising trot anymore. All I want you to do is to just know about it a little bit. But until we've got a good sitting trot, guys, we don't need to worry too much about the rising trot. Okay, so holding the front of your saddle. Okay, we ready? We're going to have a little bit here of sitting trot. Remember, you've got to keep adjusting your positions
Pay
in
attention.
the saddle. And what you're aiming for, guys, is the same position that you've got here in halt. That straight line, the front of your ear, your shoulder, your hip, and down into your ankle. then on the floor. And that's where we don't really ever want to end up, is it?
Has anybody gone off?
Very rarely. We've had a couple that haven't been able to constant over down. Not a little bit, but not. Our ponies don't like it.
How many battery holds there?
They like people that have good lessons. Feel happy. Okay then kids, so holding the front of your saddles. Let's get ready here now. We're going to forward the trot, sitting trot. So looking up, pulling the saddle up towards you. Thinking about sitting on your bottoms. Excellent. That's it, shoulders back. Excellent. Wow, you're nearly on a whole circle. Yeah. Lots of weight in the heel. And forwards towards. Excellent. Well done. Well done. Excellent.
You like trotting, don't you?
Got a big smile when it's got
Yeah.
Okay then kids, so now I want you to put hands on hips. Well done. Well, you going for the half option.
You got a purse on you, ain't you?
Excellent.
Well, Simco.
Cover what?
All sorts of birds here.
So now, does a horse
Come on,
chase?
No, they're normally all friends.
Oh, what, the bird?
The birds and the cat and the dog and the horses and the
Who people do that? They're not.
Okay.
Sorry?
Hands on hips
Is it okay if he just does one?
and forward to horse without holding the saddle. Perfect. Brilliant. Sit back a little bit here. That's better. And stay sitting back in. Stay sitting. Excellent. Get brave in this girl. Pull your shoulders back a little bit. Straight line. That's it. That's it.
That's it, sit back, Eve.
That's it. You've got to sit back. You've got to push your shoulders back onto that line.
Well, she's doing it better now, isn't she?
And now hold the front of the saddle here. Got time for one more trot.
Yeah, they've had the one as well.
For this session, are you ready? Hold the front of the saddle. You got them? You ready? Okay. Un, dos, tres, vamos. Let's go, vamos. Excellent, Eve. Think about sitting on the bottom. Very soft. Wow. Super. Okay, we're going to walk here with Murray. Next to Maria. There we go. And give your pony the big fat eye. It's always, they're not machines, they're not made of wood, so it's always really important to treat the ponies with respect and thank them. Let them know that, thank you for looking after me. And not galloping off and being horrible to me. Okay, so we're going to finish this session with some exercises which most riding schools do. So again, you need to know. So the next time you ride, your instructor says, do you know how to do an around the world? What? Yes, I do. Around the world. So Ben, because he's the oldest, he's going to have to be our demonstration. So Emma's going to show him how to do an around the world, and then you're going to do it.
Okay, Dan. So, let go at the front of the saddle. Okay. I want you to bring this leg over the front of the saddle. So you're sitting sideways and facing me.
Perfect.
Slowly. Excellent. Okay. And then we're going to put this leg around the back, so it's like we're riding backwards.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, now forward to trot.
Yeah, no nothing.
I'm just messing with you. That's a bit mean, isn't it?
Excellent.
Yeah, my
So
meanie.
we're sitting sideways. That's it. Okay, and then we're going to bring this leg back around the front so we're sitting in our normal position.
Excellent. Well done,
Well
Ben.
done,
Around
Ben.
the world. Un applausa. Yes. Our turn. Come on. You're on the girls' team. Come on. So we have to let go of our stirrups. Got it. That thing a bit straight. Wiggle it out. That's it. Wiggle it out. Okay, so here goes the girl team. So leg over the side. That's it. Are you sitting so you're facing here? Yes. And now facing the pony's bottom. Funny old way to ride a pony, that, isn't it? And forward to trot. That's it. Round the side. And then leg back over, so you're back where you started. Excellent. Well done, Eve.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay then. So guys, that was your first lesson. How do you feel? You look a bit happier. You look a bit happier. And you've done super well. You really have. You've done brilliant then. You really like that, didn't you? Yeah, yeah. You're really into that. Okay, now for the last thing that we're going to teach you how to do.
Get off.
Get off. Or teach you how. Okay? And what you have to do is it's a little bit like if you were going to get off a bicycle, you wouldn't get off a bicycle like that, would you? Off the front. You would bring your leg round the back of you to get off your bicycle. It's kind of the same. So it's always manual. Yeah, always get off on the same side that you got off on. So we get on the left, we get off on the left. No, you don't need to use the block. You're going to jump down to the ground. Yeah. But it's not as high as you think. You can feel very high up there. And you always make sure that you've got both feet out of the stirrups, guys, as well. Don't let anybody ever tell you. Some instructors, they tell people that they can get off with their left leg still in the stirrup. And don't ever do it. Always say, oh, I don't think so. My instructor in Fuerteventura told me not to do that. Because that could be quite dangerous. If you lost your balance, you could end up hanging upside down by your stirrup. So we always take both feet out of the stirrup. And what we're going to do is we're going to lean forward a little bit. We're going to swing our leg round the back and then jump down to the ground. That's it. You might help you.
Lean forward then, that's it. Push up your forearms.
That's it.
That's it, legs together.
And
Well done. Well done.
Bravo.
you like those?
Well done.
Don't you? Okay, so we're going to run the stirrups up. She's changing coat.
Would you like to walk with me to the front?
She's got her she's still got her summer coat in.
You can do
She's
that.
going to grow a
We
bit of a
always
thicker
stay
coat for the
beside the
winter time.
pony. You never go in front of them, okay?
That's it.
I'm going to walk with you on this side.
Oh, no.
So we
Oh, low phone space.